We interrupt our program to bring you a special broadcast.
Boom! Headshot!
Hey, it's Clay. Welcome to another game of League of Legends. This time I am going to talk about playing support, Basics 101, Introduction, whatever you want to call it. This is going to be my tips, tricks, guide, how to, etc., buzzwords, insert here. But this is all going to be about playing support. Support, I think, at least I have noticed, is probably the least popular role in League of Legends. But you can have a tremendous impact on a game, and I would say, especially when you get into ranked, it is extremely important to, as we see a little action here in the river, but it is extremely important to at least be capable of playing support. I would say that's, maybe it's not going to be your primary role, but you need to at least be capable of playing support. I cannot tell you how many times I've gotten into a game and somebody's just like, no, I refuse to play support, and then the entire team just starts bickering, and it just goes downhill real fast. Not fun. So, but yeah, let's talk about playing support. First of all, the basics of support is that you just need to realize that your job is to get your AD carry fed. That is first and foremost your goal. So whatever you can do, you need to frame it in the mindset of what can I do to help get my AD carry fed. So in this game, I'm playing with Graves, and I need to do what I can to make sure that he gets fed. So that's a two-part objective. Number one is keeping him safe from dying so that he can stay in lane and farm a lot. And number two is to help him get kills. Now, there's a lot, like I could really go into depth and detail about like lane matchups and things like that, but I'm going to try to keep it basic and safe and things that would apply to all AD carry and support relationships. So Tarek, he's a really classic example of very solid support. He's naturally tanky. He has a stun, which is extremely nice, and he also has a heal, which is also very nice. So basically my job in lane is, number one, to provide vision. That's kind of related to keeping my support safe. So I bought wards. Actually, I only bought one ward, but I will be buying more, and I will be doing what I can to help, check brushes, things like that, to make sure that my AD carry doesn't get ganked. So number one, you need to be providing vision. You need to be buying wards. I mean, the new Season 3 ward items are extremely useful. Just extremely useful. Getting those sight stones, and even that red sight stone where you get a maximum of 3 charges, that is so handy. But you want to be placing wards. Good places to place wards are in this little brush here by the river. That's a really popular, common one. You could even go deeper into like this area, because the jungler will most likely be coming through here. So either or is fine. I would say that just as long as you have some coverage of the river is very important. Another place that might be good, and you'll see that I'll ward later, is right here at this tri-bush, because some junglers will know that you'll ward here, so they'll come in through here, they'll skirt in around the backside of the dragon pit, and they'll come surprise you from behind you, which is not good, because that's your avenue of escape. So you want to make sure that you are providing enough vision. You need to be buying wards. You're going to need to be putting a lot of money into wards. It's just really important. There's nothing else to say about it. It's just something that you really need to be doing to help keep your AD carry safe. So, and it also goes without saying too that you don't want to be stealing your AD carries CS. You want to be helping them creep score as effectively as you can, and for the most part that pretty much always means that you don't touch them. Especially when you are playing with someone you don't know, I would say it's almost always better to just let them creep score how they wish. If they want to push the lane, let them do it, but that's not necessarily your job to help with that. I mean, maybe if you're with a coordinated support and you guys have a little bit more succinct. Ooh, nice job right there by Graves to follow up as we burn the flash on Vayne. That was a good play too. And so again, just to summarize that point there, you don't want to be stealing your AD carry support. Now the next point there, you can see that I did right there, is you want to be helping your AD carry get kills. Usually, I would say, in the bottom lane, if an AD carry picks up a kill, it's usually because one of two things happened. Number one is someone on the enemy team made a big mistake and they got out of position. Or number two, the support did a fantastic job of setting up the kill. Now, you can see in that last little engage, and as we move forward here, my objective here is to keep an eye on Vayne. If she steps a little too far forward with a tumble to get a creep, I'm going to try to stun her, and then Graves will know to follow up with that. And then he can get his burst combo off and we can whittle her down. We already wasted her flash, which is really good. And so we want to keep pushing it. We want to push the objective. Graves is aggressive. He's short range. He gets in your face and he does a lot of damage. And Tarek is really capable of supporting him that because he has a stun. So, and as you can see, I'm gonna go ahead and match up these lanes here real quick. Ooh, as you see, I'm getting engaged now, but I did get my stun off onto Vayne, as it looks like Graves got actually exhausted. But we were able to get a really nice trade right there, so that's definitely a good thing. Now, if you can see, Graves is up 48 to 33 in CS. That is great. That means that I am doing my job effectively. If Graves is up, has that big, almost a 20 CS lead, that's fantastic. And if we can get some kills, if I can do what I can to set up some kills for Graves, that's really huge. Now, an interesting thing about supports is I would say that when you think about dying really isn't a huge deal, but what you really don't want to do is die to the enemy carry. If you can at all help it, you want to make sure that you do not die to the enemy carry. So right here you can actually see that Volibear's coming in for a gank. Now my job here is to start pinging and get my stun ready. Boom, there goes the stun, and then get in the way so that, I should not have let Graves go there. But I want to get in the way, so like, right there, Volibear is going to run in with his little flip, and Leona's going to try to throw her sword in for that stun. I need to get in the way and intercept those skill shots. That is a huge important part of support, is that I am the one who's tanking the damage, that I am the one who is taking the skill shots, and not my carry. I want to protect him from that and keep him safe. So, so that I could have done a better job right there. Now, on to round 2. Let's talk about itemization. You can see I picked up a Philosopher's Stone and a pink ward and a green ward. So that's really big. I actually didn't have vision of that ward. That's too bad. Oh man, I wish I would have known that that was there. But, so Philosopher's Stone is core item. I would say Philosopher's Stone and Cage's Lucky Pick are probably going to be pretty core items early on, just because you want to get that gold per 5. You're not getting gold from last hitting, so you want to be getting gold from your items. Even from your masteries and your runes, if you want to get from the utility tree some extra gold masteries, and maybe even some gold per 5 runes is nice there. That is always a good option, because you want to be getting that money basically so that you can buy more and more and more wards. As a support, your job is not to be like a weak version of an AP carry. Your job is not to be a weak, lane person. Your job is to be support. So you want to be putting your gold into wards so that your laning teammates do not have to. So because every once in a while I'll see somebody who, like, I'll play with a Nidalee as support, and the Nidalee will be buying early tier of the Goddess and going for a Rabadon's by the end game, and it's just like, well, I mean, sure, you have traps, but you're not placing down wards to keep me safe. The whole entire time that we're laning, I'm going to feel a little bit nervous. See, I'm getting a nice stun there onto Vayne, and Vayne actually blows her cleanse. So that's really big. Getting those summoner spells off of Vayne is definitely nice. So right here you can see Graves getting engaged on. Now I need to get in the way and try to... There I got a stun off onto Vayne. That is really nice. And we got her flash as well. So Vayne has been without summoner spells for most of this game because... Oh, a flash in there by Graves, and he's looking to pick up this kill. Oh, so close. Nice try by Graves. Oh, that's too bad. I thought that he would have maybe gotten the bounce from his ultimate, but that's too bad. I think we played that pretty well. But as you can see, again, just continually trying to, just back up my AD carry, and whatever he's trying to do, if he's going aggressive, I need to go aggressive. If he's staying passive, I need to protect him. Providing vision. Continually using my stun at opportune times. Those are the duties and the jobs of the support player in the laning phase. It's all about babysitting your carry and trying to get him fed. And if you look at the score right now, it's 93 to 59. As we're diving down here onto Leona, and you can see I'm tanking the tower. I intentionally initiated with my stun in order to tank the tower. And I'm trying to get him my heal, but I didn't have enough mana. So Graves actually did die there. I think he must have been out of mana too, or he must have been on cooldown, because I tried to help him out, but just wasn't able to get it there. But you can see when we actually dove there, I intentionally tanked the turret so Graves, and actually Vayne comes in here and condemns me, and I die. So that right there is exactly what you do not want to do. You do not want to give the enemy carry kills. That is bad, 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 bad. Dying is not bad. Dying to the other support or enemy jungler is not that bad, but dying to the enemy carry is not good. Now here, this is a really important tip. I actually put a pink ward down, and now I'm clearing out the other 2 wards that Leona had put down. This is really big. This is really important and very, very helpful for your jungler. You can tell your jungler, hey, I just put a pink down in the river. They do not have any vision. That's really, really, really nice thing to do. Buying a pink ward, always having at least 1 pink ward in your inventory is really nice. It's really, really beneficial. You can, because it's not just one thing to have vision, but you want to win the vision wars. You want to have vision, and you want to deny vision to the enemy team. As you see, I'm getting a nice stun off. Graves done a very nice job of running in, and I actually probably popped that a little bit too early. Should have waited for Trundle to come up and join us in that gank. But you can see right here, I'm allowing Trundle to sit here. Actually, the enemy team does not know that he's there, so Leon is going to engage, thinking they've got the upper hand, but we're not that scared, because we've got Trundle here lying in wait. And actually looks like Vladimir's coming in as well. So my pink ward in the river is really paying off. As Lux is coming down, I'm going to go ahead and allow myself to get flipped. That is fine with me. Then I'm going to stun onto Volibear, and he is going to die to Graves. So that's really good. I'm doing my job. I got Graves that kill with a nice stun. Now I'm tanking this turret. If somebody wants to go in, that's fine, because I have turret aggro. I don't want to die. I don't necessarily want to give up a kill to Vayne, but if I can tank the turret so that Graves can, get some more damage off to the enemy team, that's fantastic. Then I'm doing my job. Continually trying to heal him, trying to look for a stun opportunity. Overall, that was definitely a success. We got Volibear, we got a lot of their enemy team very low, and overall that was just a very good engagement for us. We definitely did a good job there. So, again, just trying to provide vision. I've got 1 more ward left in my inventory. Going to throw down a ward in the brush. If you just take a look at all the wards I've placed, I've got 1 here in this brush, I've got my pink ward in the river, and I've got a ward here in the tri-brush. So there's literally no way that anybody can get on top of Graves without us knowing. If anybody does come, I'm going to start pinging like crazy. I'm going to try to get in the way to intercept any skill shots or anything like that. Actually, I'm sorry. That was actually an enemy ward. But I don't necessarily want to get another pink ward to place there. That's not necessarily worth it. But I do want to make sure that we're winning the vision wars, and so far we are. I'm definitely getting more wards out than Leona, so that's a good thing. Now at this point, we're starting to think about the mid game. We're starting to enter into the mid game, and really at this point is when I need to really make sure that I've got. Actually, right here you can see I'm zoning out Vayne, preventing her from getting any, like this cannon creeper here is really low, preventing her from getting that because I've got the potential for a stun. Just going to threaten her away and zone her out while I let Graves' last hit. But like I was saying, as we move into the mid game, my primary objective becomes not just babysitting my carry, but making sure that we win dragons. And the best way to win dragons is to keep vision over it. If they decide to go for a dragon, we want to know about it. We want to contest it. If we want to go for dragon, we want to make sure that they don't know what's going on so that they can't contest it. I want to make sure that we're winning the vision in the river so that my team can be picking up dragons. That's definitely going to be my objective. And continuing to make sure that Graves stays safe. Everything I've said before pretty much applies through the entire game. I always want to make sure that my carry stays safe. I always want to be babysitting my carry. But as we move towards the mid game, dragon control is with the jungler and the support that's definitely a primary objective that we need to be thinking about. So that's definitely something that's on my mind. Next time I go back, I'm probably gonna want to pick up a sightstone and definitely make sure that I can, and maybe even some boots, as we get a nice stun on there off on Leona. Just getting some really nice poke, and she's gonna dive onto Graves, and then use her flash. That was an interesting choice that she. Oh, ulti? Oh man, he missed his ulti there. That's too bad. If he would have gotten that on target, I think he would have picked up that kill. But as you can see, we are definitely slamming this lane. It's 148 to 90 CS, 2-1 versus 1-0. Vayne has boots, Berserker's Greaves. She just bought a BF sword, and Graves has had a BF sword the entire time. So right now, Vayne is just now catching up to Graves, while Graves has a boatload of cash. So he's going to go back and spend, pick up a Bloodthirster, and we're going to be really strong. Yeah, you can see Graves picks up his Bloodthirster, his boots, and an extra Dorans, and a red pot. So, the next fight that we have, he's going to be really strong with that bonus AD. now, I did manage to pick up my blue sightstone, so I'm going to make sure that I've got plenty of wards out. I've got, charges, so that will refill. Excuse me, with a maximum of 2 wards on the map at one point, and it's 3 when you turn into a red. So that's really huge. I want to be making sure that I am providing vision for my team. And it does look like they have a ward there, so they do see Trundle. So maybe I should start thinking about pink warding that Tri-Brush. I would not say that I am the best support in the world, so I'm also learning from this as well. But I definitely know at this point, so far, I have done a good job. I have done my work. I've been successful in helping Graves get fed, because he's ahead. He's definitely ahead of Vayne. You can see it in the itemization. We're definitely in the lead right now, and that's definitely a good thing. So Vayne with a really inopportune condemn there. I don't think Vayne, other than that one condemn she landed on me, she really has not landed any major condemns. As we see Riven coming in, now this is, again, I want to be protecting Graves, so I am going to look to stun Riven. There's the stun, just to keep him safe. Make sure that there's no way Riven can get any damage off onto him. We've got plenty of vision of this entire area. We've got a team collapsing, so we feel pretty good about this. We feel like we're in a good position to do some damage. And I do think that that ward in the Tri-Brush really paid off. So I really should have put a pink down in that Tri-Brush, because that would have really allowed, because we're all 5 right here. It's all 5 of our members. We're going to be pushing this tower. There's a stun onto Riven, and as the tower goes down, and I wonder if is Riven going to die? Yes, Zed gets the shutdown, so that's good. My stun right there really allowed that to happen. Now looking to heal, looking to possibly get another stun. I'm tanking the tower. There's a stun, and I dove in, but I did bait out Leona, so she got killed, and so that was good. I think that was definitely worth it. Leona was the one who killed me, but then Vladimir got the kill on Leona. That is totally worth it. If I'm dying to trade my life for a kill, if Leona gets kills, that doesn't really do very much for the enemy team. But if Vladimir gets kills, he'll start to snowball, and that will definitely be worth it. So I do think that trade as a whole was definitely worthwhile. Now, continuing to look back at my items, I picked up boots. I picked up a Cage's Lucky Pick, just to give me that extra gold per 5, and I did pick up the blue sightstone. So getting 2 gold per 5 items is a little bit, you can see I'm actually starting toward this River Baron side now, as we're starting to think about that at 22 minutes, but still primary objective is dragon control. But itemization, getting 2 gold per 5 items, I would say, is a little bit aggressive for a support, but definitely look at this. If Volibear lying in wait going to engage onto me, and I get caught out, and this is definitely not a good place for me. I die, Graves dove in, Vladimir dives in, Trundle's diving in. This is a bad situation for us to be in. This is definitely not good. Trundle is likely going to get away, but overall, that was not good, and you can see they're going back in for more, and there Vladimir goes down. I think he was trying to pick up the kill on a Vayne. That's too bad. Almost actually did, but overall, I think that was it. Like, if we just take a look back at what happened, let's just go back to the start of this and zoom and really focus in on what I was doing. Now, pause it right here. We don't have vision. We do not have vision of this. The only ward we have is this one in the river right here. No, actually, I think that's their ward. I think this was my ward. And that's about it. So we really don't have vision. I just placed this one down. So we really don't have vision in this area. We see these two, but I don't know where Vayne is. I believe Graves saw Leona, but I did not know Volibear was here. Now, if we take a look at my team, it looks like Zed is split pushing up top. It looks like Trundle is here in the jungle. So this is not good. This is a 5v4 that we're walking into. This is not a good situation. So in hindsight, I really should have done a better job, as we just played out here, of just even getting a ward down. I have the sightstone. There's no reason not to, and it ends up going badly for us. So that's my job. I should be helping out with the vision. I should be making sure that my team knows what's going on. Not only do I want to babysit my carry, but I want to make sure that I'm helping out the entirety of my team now as we move into the mid game. I want to be making sure that my entire team has vision and is staying safe. So as I go back, I bought another pink ward. Now check, I'm going to put a pink here. I'm going to take care of their ward. So like I was saying, dragon control. Want to make sure that we have got vision there when they don't. And there I put, see, check, look at all these wards I just put down. I do not want to let what happened last time happen again. So I'm warding deeper into their jungles to make sure that we know where they're at. So there's no more surprises. There's no more Volibear coming out of nowhere to take us out. I don't want to allow what happened last time to happen again. Now, as we're all grouped up and we're team fighting, personally, what I want to do here is peel for my carry. So I see Volibear diving in, but now I see Riven. Now I'm going to stun onto Riven, and I'm just going to protect Graves. If I can keep Graves alive, that is a victory. I also am going to pop my ultimate to give my team those bonuses. Also throwing out stuns whenever I can, preferably onto Vayne. But really, I want to be making sure Graves stays safe. So, oh man, I really want to be getting a heal out for Graves if I can. It was just staying a little bit too long. There's a stun onto Lux, but I don't actually think it's going to go well for us. As Leona goes down, there's another kill for Graves. That's really good. And then I end up dying to Lux, but that's okay. Because if you look and you can see, oh, that was extremely unlucky. He flashed while the auto attack was in flight. That's too bad. But if you look at Graves' score, he's got 5 kills, 200 CS. I mean, he's way ahead. He is definitely in the lead, and that is exactly where I want him to be. And you know, my job as the support is to be ensuring that that happens. That is my role. So feeling good about that. His score is my pride, if that makes sense. So that last fight was good. I peeled very successfully for Graves. When Riven came diving in to try to kill him, my entire focus was on keeping him safe. I didn't know if Volibear initially, who came charging in, you know, he's not the best target to stun. Like, sure, maybe he'll flip Zed or Trundle or whatever, but as long as he's not going after my carry, I'm okay. I want to make sure my primary priority is to keep my carry safe. So, and that role of peel is definitely what you want to be, because you're not like Taric specifically is tanky, but he's not a tank. He's not, you know, the team's tank like Trundle is building in this game, or to some extent Vladimir is getting a little bit tanky as well. He is not the tank. He's just a tanky support. So again, getting in here. Ooh, a really nice job by Lux. Now right here I can see Graves getting chased, so I'm gonna follow him and I'm gonna heal him. Gonna stun Leona, and just really make sure that Graves stays alive. If Graves stays alive, he can do stuff like this and pick up that kill. You can see here now we're just gonna continue to. We're gonna back off actually, and probably go do Dragon. But right there again, peeling for my carry, making sure that he stays safe, stays alive, stunning anybody who goes near him, healing him. I really want to be making sure that I am doing whatever I can to keep my carry alive. I would say that anytime you're considering a support, you want to be making sure that they've got the tools to peel for your carry. I would say that is the primary role and objective for a support, is to keep your carry alive in team fights. You know, and I've done my job. I've gotten Graves nice and fed. We got a couple of dragons. In team fights, I've been peeling. I'm gonna zone out Vayne right here, so she can't be CSing. I'm fulfilling my role. I'm satisfying my purpose, and feeling good about this. We've got a nice 3-4K gold lead because of it. That's definitely a good thing. Now, taking a look at itemization, I upgraded my blue sightstone into a red sightstone. I believe the ruby sightstone. That gives me an extra ward I can place at the time. Now I'm starting to think about becoming a little bit more tanky. I'm gaining an emblem of valor. And I'm probably going to turn that into an Aegis of the Legion. Just because of the way that Taric's, I believe his passive, and one of the passives maybe from his W works, is when I build armor, it actually passively grants an aura of armor to my team. So building armor is a really good thing because it, again, benefits my team, specifically my carry. Now we're engaging in another team fight. You guys can guess exactly what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be trying to peel for Graves and keep him alive. There I got a stun off onto Volibear because I thought he was the biggest threat. Now Riven is attacking, so I'm going to try to peel, pop my ultimate, and make sure that Graves ends up picking that kill without going down. I actually picked up a kill on Volibear with my stun. But just following Graves, I want to make sure that he stays alive. If he wants to go in, that's fine. I'm going to go in with him. We are tied at the hip, as actually that's too bad that that Vladimir went down. But again, I'm mostly focused on my carry. You know, you could argue that I should have been helping out Vladimir there, but personally, my opinion is that I need to be more focused on Graves. I always need to be thinking about Graves, where he's at, who's attacking him, and what I can do to keep him alive. That's just a fact. That is what I need to be doing. That is my role. And now I'm going to tank this turret so that Graves can take it down. Again, benefiting my entire team, benefiting our, you know, and moving towards getting a victory. Now I'm just thinking about warding. Going to place some deep wards in their jungle. There goes one down right there. Here goes another one in this brush. Having these deep wards, I also still have a ward on their blue buff. Having these deep wards is really going to benefit my team. It's really going to benefit my team. So now I finished up my Aegis, and I also picked up another pink ward. This pink ward is now destined for Dragon. At about 20 to 30 minutes is when you need to start thinking about Baron. Excuse me, this is destined for Baron. I actually messed up and put the wrong ward down. So there goes the pink, just to make sure there's no other wards there. But once you get to this 20 or 30 minute point in the game, you want to be thinking about Baron. You want to, you know, shift your control from Dragon control to Baron control. We need to be having vision on Baron at all times, and we need to be clearing out and denying the enemy team from vision of Baron. Again, now that we're team fighting, we're grouping up. I want to be supporting Graves. I want to help him out. My team made the call that we're going to try to bait Baron. So, again, I'm just going to put wards down. You can see, I have no vision of Dragon. I have no vision of this right half of the jungle, but we have a lot of vision around Baron. These are all my wards. So we started Baron. Lux is going to get vision of that. But if they come in to engage, we're going to be ready for them. And going to try to throw off some heals. Actually, too bad that Zed goes down. But I'm going to get a heal off on a stun on Volibear. And just going to continue now to try to help out Graves. Going to be healing him. Going to be stunning for him. There goes the stun onto Leona for me. And we're going to pick up that nice double kill there from Graves. And look, he's 10-3 and 8, 258 CS. He's playing great. And I am taking pride in that because I had a lot to do with that. Now watch this. I think this was actually a pretty cool little moment here. My flash is on cooldown. My stun is on cooldown. So I'm going to flash in, stun, tank the turret, and help Graves pick up the kill. Very much worth it. Throwing down my flash just to make sure that Graves gets another kill is always worthwhile. Graves is definitely the person I want getting fed, and so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get him fed, and we're gonna steamroll the game in that regard. Overall, feeling really good about where things are at. We have done a really good job of getting my stun off there onto Vayne, and she's going to cleanse it and get away, but we've done a really good job of coordinating together as a team. You know, Vladimir's having a good game. Excuse me, got the yawns. Vladimir's having a really good game. Graves is having a really good game. If I go down here, I mean, that's not the best thing, but it's also not the worst thing in the world. The kill goes to Volibear, which actually is not horrible. You know, I will stand there and die in order for my team to try to get away. If they want to engage here, I guess that's on them, but it looks like Graves gets another kill, so it totally worked out. Because they got Vayne really low, and are they going to pick up all three of these? That'd be nuts. No, it looks like Lux is going to scare him away, so good disengage by my team right there. That was a good decision by Vladimir to go ahead and do that. But I am pleased that I was able to die and to keep my team alive and allow them to continue to go on. There I'm finishing my Runic Bulwark, transforming out of the Aegis of the Legion, continuing to try to deep ward. I mean, that little ward right there, that pretty much just saved my life, and it could have, you know, we have complete vision of the enemy team right now because of that last little ward I placed. It totally was worth it. Now, warding this side of the jungle. Leona's going to put a pink down. That's fine. That's totally fine. That cost me, you know, making my sightstone cost effective. Whereas for her, it cost her a pink. So overall, I definitely think that was worth it. And we're in good shape. We're in a good position here. Graves is really big. He's got a big trio combo. He's got a Guardian Angel. It's going to be really hard to beat us right now. Now, at this point, I'm going to see, there's going to pop my ultimate, just give my team that aura. Going to be trying to land a stun, see if I can get a stun onto Riven. There goes the Riven stun, and she is going to be in trouble. Graves is going to go ahead and pick up the kill there. Now we're turning attention to Volibear. I'm going to try to help Zed out, maybe get another stun, and Graves gets the kill. Nice job by Graves. Up to 14-3 and 10. So, overall, things are going really well. And you know, at this point, the game is pretty much out of hand, and with the damage that has been done. But you know, I can take pride in the fact that I, you know, really helped to, you know, get Graves fed. I mean, he is doing fantastic. He's got most CS in the game. He's got the most kills in the game by far. He's doing really well, and that is my job. My job is to help the AD carry get fed, because on his own he's going to be really weak. But with some really solid supporting, he's going to get huge, and we're going to totally face roll this game. As you can see, the game's winding down here as the Nexus is going low. That's about it, but just keep that in mind. You want to always frame, if you're playing support, you always want to be thinking about your AD carry. You always want to be you know, thinking about what you can do to help them out. You want to be providing lots of vision. You want to be making sure, you know, as you go into the team fight phase, that you're peeling for your carry, and just overall that you're really trying your best to, you know, support your carry as much as possible, and ultimately your team as much as possible. So those are my generic basic support tips. If you guys have any questions or comments down below, please feel free to leave them. I know that there are definitely variations that you can make, you know, depending on what type of support you pick. If you go for someone like Blitzcrank, your job is definitely going to be Initiator. If you go for someone like Lux, you're more of responsible for Poke and CC. It all just kind of depends. And definitely synergy with lane matchups, a whole nother video I could go into, making sure that, you know, something like Soraka Caitlyn, they just synergize really well. Whereas someone like Leona Graves also synergizes really well. That's another thing we could talk about later, but in this video I just wanted to cover the basics and show it off in some gameplay and ways that you can really lead your team to victory as a support player. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll see you soon.